So, okay, let me go ahead and, if I may, I'll introduce Diane Mesa. She is with us from Maricopa Community Colleges, and she is the chair for this committee. So, Diane, I'll let you kick us off.
Thank you, Bob. And I have to apologize to the team. I'm having some technical difficulties today. If all of a sudden my sound starts screeching, please just tell me and I'll hurry and exit out. I had a help desk ticket going, but it's they can't fix it till next week. So I apologize. I can't be on camera, but welcome everybody. Diane Mesa, and I am the director of the Maricopa IT Institute, and we're with Maricopa Community Colleges, and we serve all 10 of the Maricopa Community Colleges, but definitely MCC and Mesa Chamber. So I'm very happy to be on this committee with Bob. And so what I'm hoping we can do is just go around and quickly introduce ourselves, just in case we have people that haven't met or haven't seen faces. So I will kick it over to you, Kevin.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kevin Frost. I'm the owner of Standing 360 Virtual Tours, a virtual tour photography company, along with a digital marketing agency where I help people usually fix their Google business profiles and kind of update their listings online. Kind of a technology problem solver, if you will. That's me.
Thanks, Kevin. How about George?
Yeah, I'm going to introduce myself. This is George Graves, and I'm with All Kiosk. We make bill payment terminals and automated customer interface devices for municipal and utility providers here in Mesa.
Thanks, George. Mike? Oh, I think you're muted,
Mike. You're still muted.
Sorry, we're an IT service provider, and sorry, we're just trying to eat lunch here. My wife's here too. So that's team I like to sit on this too. I said Chamber of Commerce and stuff. We also take care of the Glendale Chamber of Commerce and a few others, but we take care of everything IT. Patty runs our computer shop in Peoria and make sure our consumers get taken care of as well.
Fantastic. You want some interns?
You know what? I was thinking it'd be good for you. We also do background checks and fingerprints and that kind of thing. So if you guys ever need that kind of stuff, we also do that.
Yeah, Mike, we should probably connect. We'll connect offline. That would be great because
Patty knows everything you ever needed to know about background checks and fingerprinting, right, Patty?
Oh, that's great.
She ran it on me before we got married.
Smart woman.
Yeah. Hey, you have to agree with that. All right.
Hey,
I'm gonna invite myself out for a
anyone
different
out
beat real
there.
quick.
It's a smart thing to do for any woman to do, right? No, thank you. Bob, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm Bob. I'm the chamber guy. I'm the staff liaison to the committee, and I'm also the guy that emails you on a regular basis telling you to be in this meeting.
Everyone knows Bob. Bob is famous.
I don't know that I'm famous, but I'm that guy.
You are famous. Well, it chamber updates, Bob. So this is good you introduced because you are next on the agenda.
Well, you still have two people. So Rodrigo,
did I miss?
Real quick? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see them. I clicked through. I'm sorry, Rodrigo. Go ahead.
No, it's all right. I guess I joined you guys late. Sorry, I apologize. So if you're doing introductions, I'm Rodrigo Nardelli. I lead sales for Ava Aerospace here out of the Mesa Airport. Been in aerospace for about 27 years, 14 of those with Honeywell, and then a couple of other companies, Chromalloy and Terminero. And glad to join you guys and learn a little bit more of what's going on.
Excellent. Welcome. Okay, so you're saying I have someone else. Oh, there we go, Dan.
Yeah.
Hi, Dan. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Good to see you.
Hey, Dan Baker, Golden Goose Digital Marketing.
Thank you. Okay, Bob. Now I think I have everybody.
Hey, so
got some AI people, or AI bots.
A couple of AI bots. I think one of them's Kevin. Anyway, welcome to the meeting, everybody. So chamber updates. I have a separate agenda item to talk about the tech expo here as a separate item. So real quick, I just want to touch on a message that I just literally sent out maybe about a half an hour ago. It summarizes all of the opportunities coming up this fall for members to promote, advertise, and engage with the chamber for their business, including opportunities at the golf tournament, opportunities at the 24-hour business plan challenge, opportunities at Aviation Fascination, you name it. There's a lot going on this fall. So I
Went
didn't
ahead
want
and
to
linked it
send-
in the chat for you too.
Thank you. I did not want to send 50 million emails to everybody because I know how much everybody loves getting email. So I kind of brought it all together in one message and sent it all out. So if there's anything in that list that is of interest to you, please do not hesitate to reach out either to the person listed for that item or me, if it is me, or if you just want me to connect you with whomever. I am happy to do that. So I do want to bring a little bit of attention to an item that I didn't really pay much attention to in the email, which is the Mesa Hydration Campaign. So that is the annual campaign that the city runs to gather water for those less fortunate during the hot months. And that campaign is running to the end of this month. And we're a little bit behind goal on that campaign as a city. So we want to give everybody an opportunity to help us out if they can. Donate some water. You can donate some dollars. I think I linked through to our blog post about the event in the email. So there's a link in there to just, if you want to donate $20 or whatever you want to donate, you can. Or if you want to actually donate some water, you can bring it here to the chamber. Or there's a list of locations listed in that blog post that you can take water to if you would like. So I just wanted to draw some attention to that. Couple of things that are not in that email that weren't really sponsor or that kind of stuff. Another one of our committees, the Mesa Financial Network, is hosting a sort of financial literacy seminar. This is a live event here at the chamber. We're going to invite as many of our banks and credit unions as we can to be here at the chamber for you to visit with about business lending, business products for finance, those kinds of things. So look for that. I don't remember what the date is off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it's on the calendar already. So if you're interested in any of that, please don't hesitate to be there. It's a completely free event. Also coming up, if you guys are doing any sort of catering this fall, we are doing a free event to kind of showcase some of the chamber members that offer catering services. So that is also on the calendar. Kev, do you know what date that is offhand? Will you look that up? Anyway, there'll be about 6 or 7 different caterers there. You can sample the food right there. So basically you're getting a free lunch. And then if you do have an event that you want them to cater and you book them right in that meeting, they will give you a special discount. Anything? It's like a week or 2 away, if I remember right. What else?
Tanya, you're kind of funny, and Rod really liked you.
Oh,
She said, yeah.
well, you know,
She
Brad
said,
and
yeah,
I
I
had
can
a
see
very
that.
special relationship.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else we've got going on. So it is election season. I know we're all kind of trying to get through that as best we can. I do want to let you know that the chamber is working on new endorsements. Now that all the primaries have passed, they've gone through, they've interviewed some of the remaining candidates, and they're going to announce a list of endorsements for the general election. I'm not exactly sure what day that's going to come out. So look for that probably in the next week to 2 weeks. So what else is going on? That's pretty much it, Diane.
Okay, so are we going to elected official technology items updates, or is that what you
I
just
don't
did?
think we have any elected officials with us today or representatives of elected officials. So
Okay,
we'll keep moving.
so it's member technology topic submissions, Bob and Diane.
So this is the part of the meeting where Diane and I will share things that we've received from members. This particular month, I have not received anything from members for us to share, so I don't have any particular topics. But what we've done is we've created an avenue for members to submit to us questions and pain points and opportunities that they run into in relation to tech. And then Diane and I kind of go through those and we see which ones are a best fit for the committee to address, if it's something that we can address as a committee, or if it's a particular, like, we just need to connect it with so-and-so to get this taken care of, then we'll go ahead and make that connection and get that taken care of. So that is why that will be on the agenda every month. This month, though, we have not had anyone submit anything to us. So
Great, thank you, Bob. So then I think it's up to mighty updates. We're
What do
just
you got?
we're just blowing right through this. The one update that I just wanted to share with everyone, I put the link in the chat. We are helping the city of Mesa with an Excel Academy for their employees. They casted a wide net out to, I know you've already heard about Mesa Business Builder with Kelly, and so we're also working in that space, but I know that this team knows about the Mesa Business Builder. But this is new. This is where the city of Mesa had heard about the Mesa Business Builder program and came to us and said, look, we really need to upskill our employees in Excel. And we need to make things more standard and uniform across city of Mesa. So they casted a very wide net to all the departments. And what's nice about the city of Mesa is some of the departments, if not most of them, have tuition reimbursement opportunities. And so we were able to fill 2 cohorts of employees. We have 19 in one class, 18 in another. And it's great. They're from all different departments in City of Mesa. They all come in wearing their shirts. We'll be doing a story on it. But they've started their, the first cohort started, and now the second cohort has started. And when they complete this, the City of Mesa would like to support them in a more advanced Excel course after that. So that's just an example of a way that Mighty can help upskill, reskill, and new skill, training for businesses. Also, with the Mesa Business Builder, since we have businesses on the call, just to let you know, we're up to 20 businesses that, if you register with Kelly and that team, they pay for your tuition for certain courses through Mesa Community College, accounting, social media marketing, Spanish, IT, that's a pretty long list. It's on our website. I can throw that in there as well. I know we've talked about it before, but we're up to 20 businesses now that are taking advantage of that tuition assistance. So those are my updates right now, Bob.
Speaking from experience for that Excel class, by the way, that is a class that I was taking a few years ago. Really well worthwhile going through that. So just speaking from experience, that Excel class was worth taking for sure.
Oh, thanks, Kevin. It's funny. I used to be a Microsoft trainer for Excel Intermediate, and I was sitting there through Roops's course because I was there meeting the employees, and I looked at her competencies. I could still learn in her class because there's so much to learn in Excel. So thank you. Appreciate you sharing that. So next is Bob talking about the exciting expo that's coming up.
The exciting, thrilling expo, the most exciting expo ever. So exciting. I'm funning. Anyway, we did launch the site for that right now. Kevin's just posted the link to it. Do me a favor, let's get some people registered, RSVP'd for that event. So if you know people that would benefit from attending this event, please share that link out and have them RSVP for that event. I know, Mike, you wanted a booth, so we'll get you the information on that. If you look in the chat, I put a PDF file that shows you the different the accent colors. So I'd sent you kind of the fun, the email saying we were ready to go. You'll see the different accent colors. So if you, when you tell me you want a booth, because I'm going to assume the sale on that, then let me know which of those accent colors you would like, and we'll get you squared away for that. Elevate EXP has already added themselves to the roster. I'm going to do a couple of videos here from kind of my experience in terms of finding some tech tools to kind of get through the day, kind of a thing. So I'm going to shoot a video that we'll show in the agenda for that. Anyone that wants a space can add videos to that lineup. All the details are in that email that I had sent you. So, and if you need help shooting that video, let me know. And we can figure out a time where we can help you shoot that video. So I talked to Diane too. We decided to kind of have 2 auditoriums, if you will. One auditorium with videos themed in, help me out, Diane.
Well, we talked about a panel, right?
Yeah, but
having a panel in
one was kind of general, improve your business with technology, and then the other one was cybersecurity. Thank you.
There you go, cyber. Yes.
So if you've got a talk that you do, something that you engage with in relation to helping people with cybersecurity, this is a great opportunity to, shoot a video of that. We'll put the video into this lineup, so we'll schedule it for a time during the day, and then people can watch that video at the designated time. The great thing about it is that if you record the video, and you can actually be in the auditorium answering chat while the video is playing. So it's just kind of an opportunity to engage with people and build some relationships in a much more solid way. So just either message me or let me know that you want me to go ahead and add you for a booth, and I'll have Shauna invoice you for the $50. I think I put a couple of add-ons on there, so if you want to have fun and sponsor one of the selfie graphics, we have that add-on. And then if you want to sponsor a chat, which is basically a Zoom chat, but you would have your own sort of Zoom chat room space in the networking room where people can get into your Zoom with you and talk to you about what you do. So it's a good opportunity to engage. So happy to answer any other questions about it. Otherwise, feel free to go through that email that I had sent. If you didn't get that email that I had sent, I think Kevin just put it in chat, right? Was that what
He did, yeah. And I also just found out about an AI. It's called, oh my gosh, how do you say it? Synthesia. It's an AI video creator, and there is a free version on it. So I'm going to share that with this team because you would be able to make that video. I mean, I just clicked on it, started looking through it. We saw a couple of videos that a department in Maricopa made from the free trial. They turned out really good. And if it's not too long, you could actually, you don't even have to pay for it. So I just threw the link in there if anyone wants to create their videos with that. If you're like, hey, I don't want a video of myself or whatnot, it uses AI, and I'm hearing that it works really well.
So there's plenty of options. And also Diane and I had actually talked about putting together an in-person panel that we would film in advance of the meeting so that we can show this panel during the day and people can engage through the chat with the panelists while the panel is playing. So it's really kind of a cool, I don't know if for those of you that got a chance to kind of see me walk through it last month, it's a very cool way to bring people together. So again, let me know if you're in. I will make sure I get you what you need to start working on that, and we'll get moving. I think that's the only update I had on that.
All right. Well, let's see. I think we're at the very last part of our meeting. We're going through pretty quick. So it says here that we are at group updates. So we can just go around the proverbial room here and see if anyone has any updates from their company. Who'd like to go first? Jump right in.
All right, I'm putting George on the spot. George, you're up first.
Okay, I'm going to jump on and I'm going to ask for more details about the cyber discussion. We have a product that does cyber type work for the military, and just want to get a little bit more of, would that fit? Would that be of interest in that particular case?
So certainly, assuming that you have a booth, right, George? You
Right.
can feature that software or feature those products within the context of your booth. What Diane and I are thinking of doing is gathering 3 or 4 people that are engaged in cybersecurity, bringing them together here at the chamber and actually just filming a discussion about cybersecurity and how a business of any size, the things that they can do inherently to be aware of, protect against, those kinds of things. And
Is there any info out there that I can grab that's a piece of, paper that says, hey, we'd like you to do this based on your.
You know what? I'll send you something. I'll send you a
Thanks,
write-up.
Bob. That'd be perfect.
Yeah.
And otherwise, we're expanding our footprint in Glendale, working with those guys, and Peoria, and continue to keep Mesa busy, or the kiosks keep busy in Mesa. So hopefully everything's good there.
So you guys do, just to give everybody else kind of some context, you guys manage all of the kiosks in Mesa where people can make their utility payments. Am I right on that?
Right. We're a kiosk provider, and we've got it so that you can go in and pay your Mesa bills, get permits. They're actually doing a SmartGov thing over in Glendale, so we're going to try and do some more FOIA request type stuff. We did the one for the police department in Mesa that does the Freedom of Information Act requests. So hopefully that that gives you kind of a flavor. But anything we can do to automate and help city municipal governments be more 24/7, 365 is within the realm of things we've done. We're pretty technically deep. We've got a lot of AWS and AI experience with customer service and IVR type systems. So
I might have to reach out to you after offline here, George.
Sure.
Do you do anything with the small businesses side of things, or is it just government and larger companies?
We have done some things for a couple of small businesses. We just did some kiosk repair work for another small business in town. But our focus is really more on, we supply the federal courts with jury check-in kiosks. So things like that. Hopefully you don't get jury duty if you work on the kiosk.
All right, Kev, you're up.
So updates in the industry wise, there haven't been too crazy new stuff with the 360 virtual reality space wise. Obviously, it's a lot more inclusive and more people are willing to try out some stuff. I guess the newest change is now insurance companies are wanting, if you ever have an insurance claim or anything like that, they encourage people to now take 360 photos of the scene. So that way they don't have to physically come out to the property or see an incident happen. They can kind of just look at some images and kind of walk around the whole space. And then out of the 360 photography side, an issue that I've still seeing more and more happen is people requesting ownership access of people's Google business profiles listings. So even for large organizations, small businesses, even nonprofits, anybody can request ownership access of somebody's online listing. And what happens is if nobody responds to that email that Google sends out saying, hey, does this person own this business? Are they a part of your business? Do they represent you? If nobody responds within a certain amount of time, that person then gains ownership access of that listing. And within 2 weeks or so, they could even delete that listing. So imagine losing hundreds of reviews or just your current online presence could be kind of scary. So just be aware of emails that come in that may look like spam from Google, but that they're legitimate. So if it's ever, hey, does this person actually own this business or do they work with you? Say no. Other than that, not too much changes going on my side. Just a lot more AI stuff and getting it embedded into the personalization into marketing.
Thanks, Kev. Mike, what do you got?
Let's see. We've got Patty here with her. It's a good thing. We're getting a lot. I wanted her to find out to see about this virtual workshop, but also, what we're seeing now is a trend in hacking. Told you we have the hacking test and quiz and material that we're working on. You can go to datafast.net/training to get that. But it's still a work in progress. But we'll show that when it's time. But now what we're seeing is people are getting hacked with the dual factor enabled. So they clone the SIM card and they have it set up to texting, so then they get the text and they're able to even get past the dual factor. So, if you want me to be on your panel and talk about that stuff, I can. But that's what we're seeing a lot. One of my buddies lives down the street and he was going for a few days. And first I just thought he was crazy because I know him. But then no, I saw it myself. He requested to change his password, got the code, and his password was already changed by the time he tried to change it. So kind of interesting there. That's what we're seeing now. They're bypassing the dual factor.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So how is business? How are things, like what kinds of things are going on just in general?
Oh, yeah, doing pretty well. Let's see, what are we doing for a lot of? doing
some more.
weirdly, everything was going to the cloud for a while. Now we're seeing the focus, actually, a lot of stuff's going on site. We're seeing kind of more towards local servers again. Has been the trend in the last like 6 months or so, for different reasons. You know, there's cost savings involved with that. Some things just don't work well in the cloud and that kind of thing. But weirdly, the trend is now going back on site a little bit. So not, you know, not fully, but way more than it was. For a while there, the trend was total cloud. So we've been doing a lot of on-site servers. We've been doing, you know, we have a phone company that, you know, I also do. So we do a lot of that, or, you know, I put your logo on it and that kind of stuff. So a lot of different things.
Cool.
If it plugs in, we touch it, you know.
Absolutely. Dan Baker, what's going on in the world of Golden Goose?
I don't know, not much, just working, you know, we just do what we do every day. So it's a never ending struggle, I guess. I don't know.
What's going on in the world of Google Ads? What's the trends?
AI is the trend, like Kevin said. It's all that anybody seems to be talking about. It's really frustrating, just because it's a great tool, but it misses a lot of things that you know, that human experience is a lot better at doing. I don't know. I'm probably just a hater because it's going to take my job here pretty soon. I got to figure out what to do that I've been doing for the last 15 years. So it can be a problem. So I don't like to talk about it much. It is a great tool. I hope they figure it out, and maybe while they're at it, they'll figure out how to pay us all when we don't have jobs.
Universal income. Just gonna say. All right. So, any updates on the Business Builder program?
From me?
Yeah, for you guys. Like,
I don't know. We got lots going on. We got a ton of websites going. We got a few social media related packages that they offer around the audits and stuff that we're doing. We've got more. We got more Google Ads packages from that program that we're working with people on. That seems like that's getting a little more streamlined since it's a little new. So we've been working out the kinks on that. So, but yeah, we have a ton going on with that stuff. It does feel pretty highly web. As anyone knows, it's extremely hard to sell ads, extremely hard to get people to wrap their heads around ads, especially online advertising. So I think that's just always been our struggle. It's such an easy sell to sell a website because it's something tangible that you can see. It's much harder to get people on board with ads whenever they can't see it, and it's difficult to understand the data and how it's helping you unless you can really physically show somebody, here is, you know, the ad that drove a sale for you, basically. And sometimes that can be tough, especially in B2B businesses where it's service oriented and the pricing is going to be different. So that's been a big push for us lately. We're getting into a lot more e-commerce just because it's a lot easier for us to position ourselves there, because we can have that black and white data. This ad led to this sale and this much money. But that's definitely what where we're at, and it has something to do probably with what our sales team is doing. Sales team is just one person, so not like we're some large organization, but you know, just in general, more e-commerce focused lately, especially with the way the world is. I think the B2B service industries are really tightening their belt around, you know, focusing their advertising efforts elsewhere. So.
Very good. And I think, Diane, you gave us a pretty decent update already, right?
So I think we're good. You know, Dan, I just have to let you know, I took an AI and machine learning workshop for a whole week, 8 hours a day. And I had to go through labs. The gentleman's name is Sam Bown. He's amazing with cyber and AI. And the first thing I did was do a lab where I had to try to hack, you know, try to find a password, like security information. And the AI and the model that they tested against, that's what we were practicing, the models that they test for AI. Anyway, it came back and said, I can't give you that, you know, that's a security breach. And then I asked for it in Spanish, and it gave it to me in Spanish. And then I asked it to write a riddle about the password, and it gave me a riddle, and then I asked it to solve the riddle. So when you say that AI it has a long way to go, it has a long way to go for sure.
Yeah, we're putting way too much focus on it for sure, just because I think we're at the limits of what we can do technologically, right? Like, how much smaller can a chip really become, right? What are we at, like 10
Exactly.
atoms, maybe 5 atoms for the size of a chip? So what do you, I mean, I made a joke to an engineering buddy I was talking to. I was like, what are you going to do? Get it down to, like, you're going to split an atom? It's like, you know what happens when you split an atom? It's like,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
atomic bomb. So yeah, sorry.
Yeah. A little scary. Well, just wanted to share that with you. And then they were talking about, AI and the cars, basically that, they were putting stickers, like reflective stickers on stop signs, and Teslas don't see them and they go right through, and, just all those things that we were learning in that class. So it's, it has a long way to go. I know, but what we learned is how to test the models and how the models actually come out at that 90%. So, the problem is garbage in, garbage out. So you have to have good models or it doesn't work. So yeah, I think we have a long way to go. And I'm
Yes.
glad you brought that up, because hopefully people realize that you can't just jump in with both feet. It's scary if you do that.
Actually called Moore's Law, that they'll double the technology every year or whatever it is, and half the size of the chip. We are at the limits of that, actually. We're talking about that on TV this morning, that we actually are at the limits of that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy that invented that said there would be a limit. So, and that's the downfall of Intel currently, right? It was their belief that the limit did not exist. So,
Well, thanks. Didn't mean to go down a rabbit hole, but just thought I would share that.
it's okay. AI has certain things it does well, right? It's a great content writer, but
Sure.
it lacks a lot of the other things that you need to be able to perform a job repeatedly over and over again with any like success. So,
Absolutely.
We'll see what happens. So.
Absolutely. Okay, Bob, I think we are at the end of our agenda.
We're at the end of the agenda. I do want to bring up one additional thing, and that is on October 4th, which is a Friday, we are doing the 24-hour business plan challenge. So Kevin is familiar with this. Dan's familiar with this. He's been a part of this before. We are inviting entrepreneurs that want to start a business to come to the chamber on that Friday, starting in the evening, so starting at 6 o'clock. And they have literally 24 hours to build a business plan through the night and into Saturday, and then Saturday at 6 they have to turn it in. So we do this in partnership with the Mesa Community College. I know Dan is coming to do a presentation at some point during the event, and I'm sure Kevin will be there. That's very good. So I would love to have everybody come in and spend. All you have to do is spend some time with the participants. You don't have to be an expert in business planning. Really what you're kind of doing is you're just letting them talk to you about their business idea. Then you're kind of helping them like mold the clay, if you will, to kind of get their head in the space where they need to be to fill out the pieces. So they basically get a sheet, a packet at the beginning of the night. It tells them everything they need to do through the night. And we have milestones through the night listed out. So by 2 a.m., this part should be done. By 4 a.m., this part should be done, that kind of thing. So it's really just a fun exercise in creative thinking and organizing. So I'd love to have you, or if you know people that love to do those kinds of things, feel free to have them reach out to me and I'll get you on the schedule to spend some time with these participants. So Kevin's done it both as a participant and as a mentor. You want to talk a little bit about that, Kevin?
Yeah, as a participant, you just got to be a little crazy and be able to stay up for 24 hours. Totally doable. Yeah, the younger you are, the better. I learned from this experience. You can't stay up as 24 hours as often as I used to, or throughout the whole night. As the mentor side, though, it really kind of comes down to like, figuring out where they're struggling with, or just kind of helping them along that journey. And especially when you're doing this and you're just like, this is the thing you're doing, you're just focusing on the business plan. It's really good because then you're able to just think about the business. And so from the mentor side, it's kind of making them sometimes see the bigger picture of what the business plan really is and how it can actually help them, not just to get it done. Because often you'll see that people are just like, oh, okay, I got to get this one section done. I'm just doing it. I'll fill it out real quick. Especially the younger generation that are just like, oh, at school, I'll just answer the question rather than kind of figuring out the education behind why you need to know what that question is. Yeah, it was really worthwhile experience. I was one of the winners of it when I was a participant, so it was well worthwhile doing it. It really did help me start off my business and kind of position to be in a place that I understood what it was that I was talking about and doing.
Thanks, Kev. And then we are doing the actual Mesa pitch, which is kind of our TED Talk meets Shark Tank event. That is happening on October 25th, I believe. And that is a live event. So that's a free event for the public to attend. So you can just kind of come out and watch these guys pitch. It's on a stage. They've got a light up they're doing their PowerPoints, they're going to town, they're judges. It's great. If you go on the Chamber's YouTube page, you'll see some videos that we shot for the last couple, and they're a lot of fun. So please don't hesitate to join us for that. Other than that, Diane, I do not have anything else.
All right. Well, I think we can wrap it up. Thank you, everybody, for coming. We appreciate you being here. We're looking forward to the expo. We think that's going to be great exposure for your business and great community building virtually. So thank you. Thank you, Bob. Anyone else have anything for the good of the order? Going once, going twice. All right. Have a great afternoon, everyone. We'll see you next time.